So in the last video we saved our web page, we copied the text in, and then we did all the design features, the headings and stuff. This time what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a web page, save it, and I'm going to set the color information before I add the text. So I'm going to create new, and you just make sure you're in HTML and create. Now the next page I'm going to do is a Willie Nelson page, so we're going to start doing links next week, so I'm getting Willie Nelson ready. And there's a Johnny Cash page there as well. So I only want the Willie Nelson page, so I'm going to copy this, get it ready for saving. Remember, you have to save your web page first. So if I'm making a page about Willie Nelson, I'm just going to call it Willie. So File, Save As, make sure you're going to your web folder. So Willie will be spelt with a small w, okay? And save. Now, before I start, I'm going straight away to my page properties, and I'm going to choose my font. I usually stick with the Gill Sans. We'll talk about fonts another time, but you can experiment with these. You can also go and choose different fonts if you want fancy fonts. Adobe has an online library and it sets a link to its library. So if you want something fancy, go ahead. I'm just sticking to my own. How do I get back out of that? I'll just use this one just to get out of the screen. But you can change your font there. Leave the size alone, never touch that. So I'm going to go with a black background. And if I have a black background, make sure you use white text. So you have to click up here to the white, or see it's set there. Okay. Now the only thing that's new is we're now going to set a left and a right margin. If you remember, the text was going all over the place when we did Crumlin bus routes. So we're going to set our margin at 10%. It's currently set at 10px, which stands for pixels, but we want percentage, okay? And you just need to make sure that it's going to the percent. I'm having problems with my laptop, so clicking things, it's not working. Come on, percentage. Anyway, you will set 10% there. I'm just having a bit of technical difficulty. Okay, let's try the right margin. Is it going to let me in? There we go. Same for percentage there. I have to click very hard. Now maybe I can just use my down arrow. If you're having trouble with your laptop, use your down arrow keys and hit enter. Okay. Now while I'm in here, I'm just going to check, it didn't seem to add in my new font. So again, if you're having problems with your mouse, use your down arrow keys and hit enter. Now, while I'm here, I'm going to do my heading. So I know I'm going to have a heading 1 on a black background. So I want something that's going to stand out on black. I'm going to choose a yellowy kind of a color. Okay, and my heading 2, again, you've got a black background. I'm just going to go with an orangey kind of a color and click OK. So when I click OK, everything's going to turn black. There you go. So now I'm pasting in my Willie text and everything is white. Okay. Now I'm just going to separate the main heading and the subheading. Okay. Now, so Country Legends will become a heading 1. Once I press heading 1, it'll automatically turn to yellow. Okay. Willie Nelson will be a heading 2 and it will turn orange. Now, the American Writing Legend, I'm going to use bold and italic. If you want, Control Z, you could now set a heading 3 for that if you wanted and just make it a little bit chunkier. I'm not going to bother changing the colour, but you could. So Willie Nelson is, so here's the list of his songs. There's italics there, so it's already done for you because I brought it in. So remember I said when you want to do bullet points, there should be a gap between each one. So I'm just going to highlight these songs, go to my bullet points, and again I have to tidy them up. It's just a bit of a nuisance. Now when I click here, I'm hitting the delete key, not the backspace button, the delete key. Now this I wanted to be, why is that over there? This accidentally got mixed up into my bullet points, and now I have to tidy this up. Yeah. So I'm just hitting Control Z to go back to the beginning. I need to separate this line from my bullet points. Sometimes they get caught up. Press the bullet points again. hit delete, click after the bullet point, hit delete, hit delete. Okay, now so this is going to be a heading 3. So you're going to, because you're a stylist, you want a bit of uniformity. So the subheadings here are the heading 3s. This is the page name, and this is the website name. Okay. This one here is a definition list. Elvis, always on my mind, and suspicious minds. If I highlight all of them, and the definition list, you have to right click, go to list, and choose definition list. So again, it went a bit funny, so I might try that again. So I'm going to separate Patsy Cline. I might just do Elvis and these two songs, do it manually. So list, definition list. No, it's not working. Anyway, never mind too much about that thing. It's just to show you. So Patsy Cline, right click, definition list. Okay. It's gone a bit funny, but it'll do. We don't care. Right, so that's what we're going to do. And once you're finished your colors, so file, save. So the only thing new in this video was we set our style information first, and we made our margin 10% and our right margin 10%. Okay, so save it, and that's it done.